I'm really enjoying this patch already.
Me too.
Like,
it's so nice.
I'm not gonna lie. We spoke a lot about the ending during the ending of Dawntrail MSQ. I do kind of somewhat agree and say that the Dawntrail scenario MSQ fell a little bit lackluster towards the later end for me, but overall I enjoyed it. That's my small quick abbreviation of the or opinion of the main MSQ. But everything else has been top notch for me. The dialogue's been great, the camera angles, they've really upped everything. The music's been great, the dungeon designs have been fantastic. There's not much I can complain about, other than the story just fell off at the end for me. But otherwise, I've really enjoyed it. But the camera angles in this have really blown me away, and even this quest here is really gripping me at the moment.
I think this has probably been, for me at least, the most engaging dungeon quest that we've had so far. I think they're doing a really good job.
Do you want to read from left to right all the people? So do you want to start with Alistair?
Yeah. I admit the Tural Vidral gave me a fright at first, but then I remembered who fell the mighty Veligramanda.
Alvino says, I'll not soon forget our visit to the facility. It was a troubling reminder of the depravity that can arise from the belief that souls are simply as a resource to be exploited. Gululjar says, Kilusa is really good at driving the hover cargo. I wonder if I can learn how to drive it too.
Kyle says, I'm glad we could find what we sought in that abandoned facility. Thanks. Okay. And Wuk Lamat, it seems safe to say my brother returned to you with data for the Tural Vidral. He wanted its power no matter the cost.
Rahatir says, and here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shill. You can leech off from a teleport if you want.
Sure.
And then you want to go to Neonstein, okay?
To Neonsteiner.
Neonstein, and then straight into the back room.
It's kind of weird to see your name in game.
What?
It's weird to see your name in the actual game. Like names of places and whatnot.
Oh, okay. I was like, my character's always on the screen. Like, what are you talking about? We can go from left to right. We'll do from Graha, I guess. Left to right again, but I'll start with Graha since I'm here first. The date will be in good hands with Shill. And then Gluljar says, it was Shill who gave me the storage device before we left. She said that we'd probably need it, and we did.
Gululja had no trouble keeping up during the outing. He really is his father's son.
Alphino says, having now spent some time in these harsh environs, I feel a better understanding of how much of a steadying presence Fian was to her people. The Ode, for some reason, is here, says, you found information on Gululjar's mother. You lot never cease to amaze.
Alize says, from what I can see, things haven't changed much since the funeral. People are still listless like before. And Kyle says, I've been thinking. It may behoove us to learn how to use various devices found throughout Alexandria. Better late than never, after all.
Alright, and Shale, whenever you're ready.
Shale, yep. Welcome back. Dolja has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything.
In that case, Alice and I might take ourselves around the city and check on the people.
Hi, their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. I wonder if this is like next patch or if it's
still going.
Oh, okay.
And then Judd has a quest here. We can read the dialogues quickly here, but
sure.
Gul'Dad says, I'll stay here with Shield. There's a lot I can learn from watching her.
Wuk Lamat says, I share our friend's concern. It is not surprising that the Alexandrians are having difficulty coping with their grief, but still. Kyle?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you go,
okay.
Kyle.
Oh, I thought we had a order.
It's alright. No. It's alright.
I suspect the Alexandrians' flight reminds of, an analysis of the Garleans, right? Little wonder they feel compelled to assist in any way they can.
Graha says, I met some members of Oblivion on my way back there. They themselves were returning after having paid their respects to Sveen. Jode says, I said the quest for Jode says, Jode's concern is writ plain upon his face. Shale
says, encrypting files isn't the hard part. It's when the number of digits in a password is unknown that the long nights begin. Okay. Alright, now Geode.
Geode, I've already clicked, so he says, LSA isn't wrong. The mood out here is still grim. Some of the Tural remember a time before they were dependent on the soul system. But even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason too. The journey home won't be an easy one for those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been leaving for Tural. One with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliyollal. My brother is doing all he can to see Jacques Tural Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long has it been back in service?
What about the train? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Koana seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shale's working on the data, we could go and see the state of it for ourselves. To Shalwani Station, then. I'll make sure to keep Koana informed.
I'm on my way.
Are you teleporting?
Yes, but you reach it because we're in an instance.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, British, did you say, oh, shit. Oh, bugger me. Oh, bugger. We're in different zones.
Wow, he would love that, wouldn't he?
We're going in the pub again, though, to the guy who reminds of it's Walika. I'm clicking already, I'm sorry. I didn't realise it was a cutscene.
It's fine.
I'll read because it's gentleman's anyway.
No, I can't find the...
He's in a bar.
Okay.
Walika says, Vow of Resolve and Neon Genesis taboo. What could I do for you? Oh, FFV.
We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Tural that can't make the journey on foot.
I see. As it happens, the Vow Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Karma. Scratched her on his way, part.
Fucking inspection day, right?
Her injury looks slightly different.
Oh, outfit. Oh, holy muscles.
Looking good, Eorzea. A little bun fire. How graceful. I can't. I'm looking good.
I'm going for it. I'm going for this.
You do that one. I want to hear the dialogue, so you tell me what he says.
Yup. What does he say for you?
As the guild ship has officially approved my transition from gleaner to independent contractor, I was in need of a more befitting attire.
For me, he says, stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I have chosen a different path. It was time for a change. You hear about the railroad too?
It was in part for it was in part for the sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed. So I felt it was only right that I assist with his replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lamachi has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty planning her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all the other considerations. But now we're back to our original problem: how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of the Mavlatoan.
Oh, you remember that? The animals, right? And we were like, oh, so suddenly they don't matter, right?
That is the Ronique. Though the Hitstaro that follow them are none too pleased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address the complaint. A silent train presents a larger danger. Sorry, a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks.
Oh god.
Oh, you can read the lady.
And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the rail routes plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place.
The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people of for their insight. As a major proponent of the railroad, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Histaro would have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin with consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Histaro encampment if you like. I'm just making some of these words up because I don't know how some things are remembering how to say.
So why don't they just put up like a fence or something around the railroad? I don't know if that's possible, but like, you know, like walls of...
Oh, I just saw a nice quest. It's an unlockable quest, but I don't know what it is. We'll come back to them later.
Stop it.
We'll come back to them later.
I know you and your ADHD. Like, every time I see a blue quest in the area where we're questing, it's like, oh no, here he goes. He's gonna go talk to them. What I like is doing them all at once.
Of course you do.
Are you tele? Okay, I'll take it.
I'll teleport you, my love. And yes, we will do the quest in one big fell swoop, so no worries, I know that would please you. Connor says, as committed to this tower as the R2 tradition, that's fine. I had no doubts that you were behind me, saw me talking, yet you blanked me and went straight for the MSQ. As committed as the Histaro art of tradition, they are mendable to the unfamiliar, or so I'm told. Erinville says, our prior visit to Histaro was also on the railroad business. Pray they do not take us for the train enthusiasts. Chepeto says, thanks, that's Connor, Vow of Resolve, is it not? I can scarce believe it. And just because Wuk Lamat's here, we don't know what she's ever going to say. I'm kidding. To think of all this can be packed up at a moment's notice to follow wherever the Roniques lead.
No.
Read if it's you first.
Yeah, Huato is a dude, right?
Vow of Resolve, Vow of Reason. I bid you welcome to our camp. But what brings you all the way to the Soen? And thank you for seeing us. Our visits concern the matter of the Tural Railroad. Why is he yelling at him?
Right?
You two have noted the Ronique's unexpected change in behaviour then. My son Shepeto has been looking into this matter. Shepeto?
Normally, we'd expect the Ronique to keep their favoured grounds nearby for a while yet, and despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in Puriarion and the
I'm dying.
Yet they refuse to keep where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad.
I certainly see no cause for this unseasonable migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Histaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Histaro descent. My parents travelled through with the Ronique as well, but I myself have no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a baby, see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume.
I'm kind of almost sure that we're gonna see his parents at some point.
Echo? Yeah, I want to hear more about him.
Oh, okay.
A chance encounter with the kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Take pity on me. He taught me his trade, and I might fend for myself. I became a storekeeper in Tuliyollal's market, and that is where Dawn Servant found me and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. Truly, I've never heard of the Ronique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision. Nor any of the Histaro willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in the footsteps that I might be better make excuses for their actions never much appealed to me. But what about the trip? But if they had any good reason, would you want to know? Even if it might be of help.
I would go with the first one.
Yeah, first one. As is the case, as is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with this Histaro may arise from fear of reopening old wounds rather than, excuse me, blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. Excuse me. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions, and would make me a poor Dawn servant indeed. Please teach me of the Ronique and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Histaro culture with me? I should like to approach this with a fervent curiosity that you and your sister share. It would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Then
it's settled. You'll learn more of the Ronique and we'll have a look around the plains. And perhaps in the process, we'll find the answers we seek.
It's a pretty nice patch, this one. I'm enjoying it.
Me too. And I love that we're getting answers to some of the more important questions.
That we had,
and I feel like these patches are already reminiscent to me of the Stormblood patches, where we're actually getting a backstory of some of the characters that we met in the MSQ. So I really like that.
Huato, if you care, says it will be our joy to share our traditions with the new Dawn servants, as we once did with Galul Jar Jar. Kana said, my knowledge of the culture I was born into is from written accounts alone. A few of them, at that. And Shepetto says,
the quickest way to learn about our way of life is to do what we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I'm not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask.
Finding this
Take
relatable.
these tools. Now, introduce yourself to anyone who looks busy and ask if you can help. They'll be happy to teach you what you need to what to do in exchange for another pair of hands to do it. There. Let us meet back here and later to share what we've learned. There's a guy right behind us, right near the teleport.
Yep.
There's also an ether current.
There's logs.
Talkative Histaro says, I'm afraid I've finished with my task for the time being, but since you're so easy to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you're likely already know that the Ronique are our Hetzo, our guides, that we travel with through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herd splits into two, bound for different paths. On those occasions, we Histaro must also part with half our number.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's weird. You may think it's strange and a stressful custom, but over the years, it has seen us visit new lands and broaden our horizons as a people. This, too, is the wisdom of the Hetzo.
And who decides how they split? Holy shit.
I see a nice, sexy ether current. Just
Oh
over
god.
here. It's not
Oh
so far away.
god.
Why'd
Okay,
you get
sure.
so stressed about them? You're gonna be thankful when you can fly in these areas.
Yep.
And once we do the quest in the zone, all in one go, we're gonna be able to fly at the end of it all. It's gonna be nice, isn't it, V? Isn't it, V?
Yes, of course. That would be great.
The ruffled Ronique apparently speaks. As you stroke the Ronique's coat, you know that many portions are shaggy and tangled. Do you want to read this? Oh, I'll read it. This one's...
No, that's a girl.
Oh, it is a girl. Okay, I wasn't...
This
zooming
one's
into it.
fur is a bit overgrown, but a good brushing should thin it out. Would you like to give it a try? You'll need the right tool for the job, mind you. A comb of the type you're used to would just get lost in the tangle like as not.
Oh, wait. I like to do something real quick. 1 second. Before you continue.
Okay.
The brush, I like to read the description of the items. It says here,
Oh, sure,
a sturdy brush suitable for grooming, even the fluffiest of Ronique.
Not me just grooming my dog yesterday and now doing this quest.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Shepetta sent a Ronique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now, just run it through one little patch at a time. Gently.
Oh, the way my character's doing it.
Right.
Like miming.
It looks like it's actually sticking like something too. It's for...
You dutifully...
You dutifully brush... That's fine. You dutifully brush the Ronique until your arms grow weary from the prolonged battle with its coat. It appears much shinier now. Though the same cannot be said for your clothes, which have acquired a new coat of their own.
Dog life.
Well done! With less excess fur, our friends here will be more comfortable in the afternoon heat and less susceptible to illness. A combed coat also makes it easier for us to identify injuries should the need arise.
That's also true. Maybe a good reason to keep on top of your dog's fur for the summer.
And I always do. Yeah.
I didn't say I didn't. I'm just saying it's like a nice little nod to... Nice reminder is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a playful Histara over here. It's another female? It is indeed, with blue hair, purple eyes.
Right. You're learning about the Hetsara way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall later if I arrived at them myself. Our Hetsa provide us with something that we use in medicines, poultices, and soap to drive away pests and to sustain our fires. What is it?
Is it dung again? I'm sorry. That's my answer.
It could be.
I'll tell you what my answer says. I put is it dung. He says,
I wanna.
it sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for Ronique chips over time, each taboo in a way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetso always provide. Oh, that was an easy one. I didn't expect that.
Like, it sounds like there's a story there.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, did she know? I just thought there's some nice weapons here. Cobalt tungsten sawback. Couldn't break his arm. That's very
Behind
cool,
the
yeah.
shed here, there's a troubled Hetsaro, and it's a boy.
Okay. This won't do. The wind will go right through it. And me without my needle and sinew. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering. Cow?
No?
Given how often we pack up our remarkable, given how often we pack up and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Ronique they are made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Honor, what did you learn? If anything, Kappa. Lato says. It will be a joy to chat. Okay, it says the same thing. Alright.
Oh, cutscene.
Mm-hmm.
You smell of the grass and the wind, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, or at least an adventurous Tonawatawatwata.
Oh, I have a different dialogue because I'm an aura.
Ah.
It says, which is a good thing, I promise. You could nearly be mistaken for one of us, and with the horns of a Ronique to boot. It's cute.
I have to wonder how Valkana is getting on. I assumed he would be reluctant to get his hands dirty, but it seems his wish is to understand. His wish to understand us was sincere. Ah, there he is now.
This voice, damn it.
Not you having sore throat today.
Oh, apologies for my tardiness. I was tasked with grazing the Ronique, and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither, at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail, it seemed appropriate. How was your own work? Have you anything to share? The star of life revolves around the Ronique, but in return, people receive all they need. The Ronique are treasured members of this community, as important as family. I'm gonna go with the second one.
I'd go with the first one because as important as family might be, right, but they still probably kill them, so...
Connor says.
Actually, I think I clicked on the second one and I wanted to click on the first one, so go ahead.
Okay, no. Indeed, the Ronique provide for the Astara, and in turn the Astara are good to the Ronique, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Ronique, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish as an act I once believed. I have
Maybe
nowhere
he just
to.
wondered.
I have
No,
no.
I was just gonna. Sorry. I was just gonna comment on what he said, and sorry. And I realized that he might not even. It might not be his parents' fault at all. He was too young to remember. Like, what if he just wandered off and he got lost? Do you ever think that it wasn't their fault at all? That he just lives under this conviction?
Could be. That would be a really cool story if that's the case.
I think we're gonna find out though. They wouldn't
I
be
hope
doing
so.
this whole intro.
There's a lot about family, this expansion and patch, if you think about it. Eorzea, and Gulja, and their fathers and brothers and sisters and that kind of thing. Kryle's parents, now Connor's parents. It's quite family oriented. It's quite nice actually.
Proper character building, yeah.
I have nowhere to know, of course, and regardless, there is no bearing on our present concerns. We are in here of service of the people of Tural, for all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today. I will endeavour to remain curious, especially when the heads are concerned.
I'm glad to hear that, Valkana. You're welcome among our herd anytime.
More wild banana blend? I think so. Roast Ronique? I'll go for some fruit and aloe jelly.
Roast Ronique, so they do eat them, don't they?
I'm sorry, I got into the music. What did you say?
Roast Ronique, so they do eat them, don't they?
Apparently so. Well, at least give their meat away to the people. Straight into Quana. Quana says that the warmth of the family. Quana appears loath to part from his Ronique companion. Kind of a cute quest.
Right.
I reckon he wants to stay for a bit longer. Oh, beautiful sky. Like early morning.
This might be voiced.
I think it will be. Yes, definitely is. It's definitely not.
No, it's definitely not. Koana, how did it go?
I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetzo. They nourish the Hetsaro as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are equal of a man, not beast, to be tamed. Yes, I said beast. Don't want to ruin the moment. Moreover, Ronique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Histaro could never cage them, neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or captures those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. And it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Ronique's once favoured grazing grounds.
As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique. Even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratoraptors, but they look to be passing through in a hurry.
Typically, that sort of behaviour in the fauna will be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Histaro would have surely put two and two together were the cause geological, I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across the plain, albeit slowly. Nighttime now. Larger animal, perhaps. What do you think, Connor? I'm gonna ask Connor. What do you think, Connor?
Me too. Yeah, I'm clueless.
Use the brains. Given where we are, I believe we're dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior.
One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs.
Couldn't be. A Tura's Hetzo?
A what?
Hetzo.
Ronique Weaver in the common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetzo in the night. There's another evocative one. Ronique can fend off many predators with their horns, but not their true Hetzo. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them.
A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in my region.
They usually roam the wilds in the northeast. Most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home, and it's packed both.
In any case, I believe the source of the Ronique's consternation is clear. As is our next move, we must drive this reaver away. They might return to their grazing lands in peace. Not us well up for beating them up a lot. Like, yeah, let's go.
Aww, so cute how it's shaking.
Yeah, very cute. Never fear. We'll make certain that the breast threatens you no more. We need to make sure there's plenty of breasts that threaten me, V.
Jeez. Easy there.
Easy there.
Easy there.
I'm just saying, you know, oh, there's a duty. Let's go.
Yep. I'd like to take just a small break here.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right there.
One. Another refreshment break, but we are back. V, how you feeling?
Feeling good. Ready to say goodbye to you as we are now parting ways for a duty. We have our first duty of this patch, and Koana is waiting for us in a cloud of nonsense.
Erinville says, a powerful creature behaving unusually. Left to its devices, it may well become my Tural Radral. We must attend to it ere that happens.
Wuk Lamat says, those Ronique Reavers must have a hefty set of teeth, but I'm not worried. We fought worse. Oh yeah, you whatever.
Connor says, the Ronique Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do us for us to go off running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others returning from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behaviour and where it might be found. The progress of the upcoming battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you are defeated, you'll be able to try again from the most recent of these. Please note that if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, this progress will be lost. Item level 730.
That's fine. This is a level sync, so...
Okay. Let's go.
Yeah. Alright.
I'm like item level
Excited?
700. More chocolate milk, I'm good to go.
They're cute, aren't they?
I promise I'm an adult.
Well, I'm eating sour candy, so...
Without me again. I'll eat them all. Save me some.
This is that one that I told you I ate. I haven't even finished it. I just had one bite.
Ordodo Hetsu is coming this way.
Oh, the Hetsu is coming this way. Is there going to be an evil version of one of these big things next to us?
It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
Ronek?
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Oh, here we go.
He was gonna die.
Wow.
Dark.
Make haste.
Okay.
We must protect the Ronek.
Ronek.
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
I'm trying to make haste, but they won't let me. It's really beautiful here. Loving the forest.
Yeah, lovely.
There they are.
I found him.
Yeah, I found it as well.
We must do what we can to soothe them.
Ronek, they're called. Oh, we get to pet them. That's so cute. That's mine.
Snuffle.
Aww.
Off they go.
That should be all right. Let's look for stragglers. The Ronek are Turali too. None shall be left behind.
Ceratoraptors. There's more of them.
There must be something up ahead. Come. There.
These are no match for the likes of us.
Toxic spit. Oh god. Alpha alligator. Oh goodness. I'm just worried I'll miss the actual important dialogue of like, hey, protect this person or whatever. That always happens.
Just, are you attacking the lizards now?
Yeah.
I'll let you know what to do. Alright, no worries.
I don't know if these alligators are important or if I should just deal with the alpha. Are you killing the rest of them?
I'm killing horn lizards at the moment. You might be slightly ahead of me. I see the alpha alligator. Yeah, fight the alpha alligator.
Yeah, I'm just dealing with him for now.
I'm guessing the alpha alligator is the one you need to be worried about.
Yeah, I did it, but I don't think this is the end. Oh.
Oh my god, that limit break has lagged the computer out a little bit.
Oh god. Oh, Jesus.
Are you doing okay?
Uh-huh. I must be ahead of you.
I'm fighting the alpha.
It seems that did the trick.
Music's epic.
Wait till you see this bad boy.
For the fodder, at least. But where's...
Yeah, I'm in a
Makes sure
cutscene
he
now.
look like a puppy.
Whoa, cool.
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
Oh no. Oh.
That one there.
Uh-oh.
Not so fast.
Oh my.
Yeah, you're a bit behind me.
Even should it cost me my life.
Not him dying for a buffalo.
I will
Right.
save the
I'm being
Hedgehog.
okay with it.
Kona! Are you alright?
Can't be who you're not.
Another Wuk Lamat epic scene though, I love it.
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
There. You've nothing
Well.
to fear.
Here we go.
Right! Let's finish the job!
Me, Connor. Oh.
I made a vow to our people.
You shall plague them no longer.
I love the music.
No, I'm in a fight. You can talk.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without result. will you? Must have a weakness.
What a cool fight.
Is it busy? I need time.
Open your legs.
So cool. I'm actually so impressed. You're out of the cutscene, right?
No, yeah, I'm in the fight.
Yeah. I love how they're working together. Oh, wow.
Now we just have to keep it pinned.
So cool.
I'm so impressed.
A protective current of ether. Which whence does it flow?
Wow.
I got it!
So cool.
One well-placed piercing round to the chest and...
Oh my god, this is so cool. Holy shit.
Right?
Oh wow.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Holy shit, this is so fucking cool.
Right?
Holy shit. Now I'm impressed.
Nothing's stopping us now.
Holy shit, the voice acting's incredible.
Still not backing down.
Oh my god, these mechanics.
Oh my god, this is so cool.
Right? Like, I haven't had so much fun in a duty in the longest time. Something's different about 14. Something's changed. Feels so fresh. Holy shit. It's just different.
This is going to hurt.
Wow, so good. Probably in a cutscene at a different time, but mine just
complete.
started. Oh, you were faster. Yeah, tank versus DPS. Awesome. So good.
Cool. Alright, I'll have to be quiet a second.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehwa Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid.
Aww.
You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeni Hetta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
No
Lozeni
way.
Hetta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader
Oh
found me
my
as a babe.
god. I knew it.
Please, can you tell
Are
me
you
what
seeing
you
the
saw?
echo thing?
Not yet, no. Oh, it's just started now.
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son!
Oh my god.
Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. As the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
He knows
Maybe
it was
not.
him.
Mm-hmm.
But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see
We were kind of
they
right.
didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn's servant, all of Tuliyollal is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Wow.
Are you ready for me to read?
Mm-hmm.
I'll read Corner.
Yeah.
To know what the to know that the Hetzo are safe is more than enough. Yet, would it be wrong to hope that, in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe them for all this time. Neon, I thank you for standing, and V, I thank you for standing by me as a Dawn servant and as the often perfect man beneath that mantle. Now let us return to our intentions to the matter we came here to address, shall we? We have removed the roots caused of the Renek straying from their favoured grazing and obtained the tools to devise an additional precautionary measure, silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not as strong as to drive them into a panic. If we can achieve this, it will be a far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves.
I'd be pretty stressed. Not gonna lie.
Let's return to the Shaolani station and begin work on it then. Walika and his crew is doubtless relieved to finally have a solution.
I kind of wish there was a conclusion to Shale's quest, or like that recovery of the data that we got about the Golul Jaw's mother. I wish that was in this patch. She said that she was gonna need some time, so I don't know. Like, I know that we're now talking about something else in the quest and whatnot, but I'm just really hoping for that resolution. Because I don't know how much of the patch we have left, but I'm assuming that it's not long because we already had a dungeon and a duty and a lot of story.
Yeah.
And this one is already coming to sort of an end. But I don't think this is the last quest or anything.
I mean, if the patch was to end here, I'm very okay with it. It's been a very full-on patch. We've had a dungeon, we've had a lovely duty, very good story. Very good story in both sides of the story, really.
Yeah.
Walika says, "You look pleased about something. Good news for the railroad, I take it." So they're on neck, we're avoiding a predator. Smart ones, they are. Smart ones, they are. Anyway. And Valcorner's not bad himself. What with his whistle idea? Sit tight. We'll have this train on the tracks before you know it. Sit tight, yes.
Sit tight, sure. Okay, I'm sitting tight.
I'm really loving this music in this zone now.
Yeah. Oh my god, another cutscene. Lots of cutscenes.
Where's Shenza? That's what I want to say.
We're ready to go.
Oh, what about the train?
I want Shenza. Oh, Shenza's there.
There we
There he
go.
is.
She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine.
Aw.
Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
Wow.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliyollal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
The amount of stuff we
If we're done
fixed.
talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Oh my god, I love her voice actor.
Me too. I thought the same thing as soon as
So
I heard it.
refreshing, right? I don't think we heard her before.
If it did, very little of her, maybe.
Yeah. So good though.
Well, that's gonna scare the animals away. I like how Shen's is next to us though.
Yeah.
On that guy. Hey.
Camera angle is so good. Still.
Oh, Ronek's on the track.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Now, to test our whistle.
Oh my god, you have to stop this thing every time.
Just point it in the general direction and
I'm joking.
That's it?
Like a dog whistle.
I don't know, he looks scared AF.
He's like, you little fucker, you ruined my day.
Right.
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
He's gonna tell him.
Success. In a quiet way, like.
I think she's cute.
Ah, he fixed his glasses with magic.
Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shop Tural Railroad is back in service.
I mean, we had to give back. We had to fix the train because we
We
did
had to,
ruin it. So
yeah.
yeah, It was
It's nice to go back and
necessary.
do that actually. Feels like almost
Yeah,
a
I
little bit of
wouldn't-
closure.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Final Fantasy if we just destroyed something and never looked back.
Yeah. I'll read what Wolika says just real quick, by the way. Wolika says, the folks at Valcorner the folks at Valcorner brought in to help rebuild the railroad have already returned home. I hope I can give them a ride someday.
Wuk Lamat. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, after you.
He says now anyone will be able to come and go from the dome as they please. I can't wait to spread the word in Alexandria.
Connor says, with that, I believe our work here is done. The fine people of Tural Rilling can take it from here. And Erenville says, I expect that with our Reaver gone, the Ronek will gradually return to their old habits. And we won't see so many approaching the tracks. Good to see that the whistle will be effective in the meantime, however. And then,
Nito Kikwe says, for a while there, we were real worried that we'd never get the railroad running again. But now that the test drive was such a success, we can breathe easy and start hauling people to and from the dome. First Shalwani, and then the continent. Watch out, Tural, here we come.
I share the sentiment, and we've got a mountain of work ahead of us to ensure smooth operations. Time to get back to it.
This guy sounds like you.
The efforts are all the efforts of all here today have not gone unnoticed. Once more, I thank you. He's bowing to us as well. As for our own work, I trust you can handle matters in Alexandria, Lamachi.
He says nothing.
Kinda cute that when we confirm the quest, they salute us and leave. Wuk Lamat says.
Oh, she does say something.
This is the final quest, Crossroads.
Oh, because it's the name of the patch. Ah, shit.
Never want to stand still. Wuk Lamat is ready to race back to Alexandria. Scene.
Yep. Well, it's possible that Shale's made some headway by now. And regardless, we should spread word that the railroad's been restored to service. Shale?
What do you have? What do you have her working on?
Oh.
He doesn't know, does he? Lujar's mother. I feel the same in his shoes. I've felt the same. And questions are painful to leave unanswered. There's no cause to look at me like that. The Kakikua we met have only been a simulacrum, but her memory was real. I needn't search for what she left behind, because she left it with me, and I will always carry it.
Oh my god, do you see the keychain? How cute is that? He has a little, what's it called? Over something.
Yeah,
oh my god. It looks just like Kahikua. How cute is that? Speaking of things you're carrying, oh, we're gonna address it. Is that a teeny tiny Kahikua?
What? No! It is merely a token from Alexandria. Our friends in Oblivion would not take no for an answer, and I thought it was a good souvenir as any.
Whatever you say. For what it's worth, I think it's a nice way to bring her with you on your travels.
That is so sweet.
Right?
So sweet. That's really cute. Yes, well, you're off to the dome now, aren't you? I thought I might join you for a time, see if there was what I can do for the people there. Much strange though it is, I still consider it my home.
Of course, we can give you the full story on the way. Oh my god, we're gonna get the conclusion on his mother, maybe.
I'm hoping so. We'll see. Solution 9 and back to the
bathroom.
The bathroom, yeah. Really nice patch, isn't it?
So good. I'm really immersed. I mean, MSQ. Obviously, it was decent, but I'm really liking the patch so far. Yeah, I feel like they if they keep this going, they have the potential to actually build a new world.
I'll read left to right again, so I'll read Erenville. You can read Kryl when you get in there.
Sure.
And then skip Kryl and then go straight to Shale.
I'm just entering the bathroom, yeah.
The Tural was conducting secret research in Eorzea. I have some memories of my place from my childhood, Erenville says. Ooh.
So Kryl says, you must be exhausted. Shall I nip you out? Wait, what? Shall I nip out and for an energy tonic? And Wuk Lamat says, looks like we arrived at a good time. Oh yeah, you know everything. And Shale says, glad you're back. We wouldn't want to keep Galulja waiting any longer than necessary.
Galulja says, Erenville is wearing his Kahikua. That makes me so happy.
Oh, this is cute.
Gra had a cutscene.
Yeah. Oh. Shit, now I want to wear it.
Cute, innit? Dangling from his
Right.
back. A simple yet elegant solution, and thus is the railroad back in operation. Meanwhile, Sheila has nearly finished processing the data. She'll be able to share her findings with us imminently. Hi there, V. V Stoller.
I'm interrupting something, I gather. Why, Stola? What brings you here? I've seen enough of the gate in the Skype deeds in Oath for now, so I'm shifting my investigation to living memory. While there, I thought I would do well to have the company of an expert on electrope. I'd like to take a closer look at the place myself. I can join you once we're finished here. Lest you fear I've forgotten, once I've made headway with living memory, the key in your keeping shall be the next subject of my scrutiny. Oh, we got our Stola patch next time.
She's chuckling.
Do you know what? I love that we still get to spend time with them. That's so important to me.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit.
And chat a fire in a minute.
But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest. So, to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Tuliyollal herself.
Not gonna lie, it sounds just like helicopter.
Well,
It's
I've
so
not listened to
sweet.
it yet. I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, I would like to hear it now.
Please.
Oh.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
Dedicate enough time to.
Set aside sufficient time for this cutscene.
She's saying to Galol chat, don't log out of the game.
Make sure you do anything you need to do now. Here we go.
Oh god.
Oh god.
My name is Tuliyollal, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose.
Mother?
Officially I was a virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliyollal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the rite of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran. And in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path. A path that changed my life.
Oh dear.
When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja?
Commander's a bit of a triggering word after Handmaid's Tale.
I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long.
Oh, God.
I hold a future in my arms. If you could see him, embrace him. Surely that would be enough.
She had a baby?
So full of hope I was. A foolish...
I need to pause. Back on again. And Tuliyollal is saying, so full of hope. I was. A foolish hope.
Oh, I'm in the cutscene. Sorry.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! Get it away from me. Get that thing away from me!
That's awful.
It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. Kaniloka's shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Where's Drift Downs?
Hey, Gololcha.
Those ruins.
Yamachi.
The houses.
Father and mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out.
We still don't know what happened to her.
No matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now.
Poor thing.
But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
Jesus. That was
You got the cutscene?
Mm-hmm.
You want to read the story, or you want to read around the room, or?
I'll read the room.
Sure.
Kral says, why leave such a record, you ask? I cannot be certain, but I believe Tuliyollal simply wanted someone to know how she felt, to understand.
Erenville says, no matter how brave a face Gululjar puts on, I expect it'll take him some time to come to terms with this. He is a strong one, though. You needn't worry too much.
Shale says, Tuliyollal left written records as well. I'll compile them for Gululjar. Perhaps something in them will be of comfort.
Gululjar says, it's okay. I wanted to know more about my parents, and now I do. And I don't regret it. I have Lamachi, Kana, and Union. I'm not lonely now.
Wuk Lamat says, you may find it hard to believe, but until the rite of succession, Sir Aldra was a good brother to me. Always. And I thought that Papa was the best father anyone could ask for. I don't want to think the time we spent together as a family was a lie. But by the same token, the bitterness my brother harbored was all too real.
Grahatir says, if the dome had not appeared, Tuliyoll's tale would have been very different. Yet whether or not she would have been happier, I cannot say. And Jill says, what a mess. That's what he says.
Yustola says, it's better to know. A profound response for one so young. Though I wish he didn't have to be. Gululjar is indeed wise beyond his years. Yet, one never outgrows the need for dependable companions. 'Tis fortunate that he has you.
Thank you, Shale. Because of you, I got to hear my mother's whole story.
You heard it because you were brave enough to listen, Gululjar. If you remember one thing, remember that.
Yeah.
No. Now then, having shared what I can at present, I'm ready to head to living memory when you are. I'm planning to be thorough, so we will need to stop for supplies on the way. That said, I promise we won't remain over long. I know we all have much and more to attend to. For now, farewell.
Jill says, well, I can read Raha, but I think Grahatir says, the twins have yet to return. I hope everything's alright, oh god. Gululjar says, is Shale gonna be alright out there? The whole time she was working on the data, I never saw her take a break.
Aww. You can read Wuk Lamat. I accidentally started the dialogue.
Wuk Lamat says, with the railroad ready, I'd like to get some idea of how many returnees we can expect before heading back to Tuliyollal. Erenville says, I'll stick around for a while. Let me know if you need me. And Kral says, one wouldn't know to look at them, but Shale and Ishtola are birds of a feather, an incorrigibly restless feather. Jill says, a word before you leave. Our network's already spreading word of the railroad. We expected people would be clamoring to get on the first train back. Yet the reaction has been the polar opposite. Scant few seem inclined to depart Alexandria anytime soon.
What? When we spoke before, you said many from Tuliyollal were eager to reunite with friends and family. Maybe they're concerned about getting through Vanguard. If so, we could take turns accompanying them. In any case, we need to speak with the people ourselves. Let's start at lane node 9.
I can just teleport straight to Solution 9 and head a bit north.
Right.
Right. You doing okay over there, yeah?
Yeah. I think you should tell them I traveled for 60 hours. You can take a 2-hour journey to go see your family.
So Wuk Lamat
wow.
says,
Wuk Lamat says, indeed, there may still be people gathering in Praxis Park. Let's try there first. Oh, cutscene.
very heavy cutscenes, but
right? No, me neither. So nice. I think she's gonna speak. Maybe not.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Oh.
Oh god, what is it? And the twins are gone too.
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
Rest.
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function.
Anxious Alexander.
I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me.
Oh god, anxiety galore.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
And there's a child with them, like...
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
Look! It's Queen's...
What the... No, I killed you! No! No! No!
What?
Help, Queensfiend! The grown-ups are really upset and I don't know what to do!
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things aright.
This is all wrong.
I don't understand. Sphene is gone. Forever. You there, Gusson. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What?
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
What the fuck?
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live, not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memory shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution.
Oh my.
What is happening?
All of us shall be made endless.
Oh my god.
I have created a new system. that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul.
This is all wrong.
This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you...
I'm a Talc theme.
Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone.
Funeral.
But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not?
Funerals, so she remembers.
There are still more we have to distribute.
She said funeral to commemorate the attack on Alexandria, not hers.
One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You think, Tural? The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people.
Emmett Salk returns Kappa. That would be epic though, not gonna lie.
I am Sphene, the
Oh my
Queen
god, the
of
smile.
Oh god. Don't like it.
Creepy.
You're a
All
bit
just
in front
staring
of
at
me.
us. All just staring at us.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down. Then we'll talk.
So eerie. Oh, I'm so confused. Oh god.
We'll read everyone's words one last time. I'll read Graha to you. Without the Meso terminal, how does one propose she how does she propose to create new Endless? We must contact the Stola as soon as possible. Lujar says, Queen Sphene has returned? How?
Wuk Lamat says, seriously, what was that?
Erinville says, Sphene was erased. If she's back, then are the Endless? Gio says, that's not to report yet, but we have all eyes and ears on the Everkeep and heritage found.
Alize says, you saw Sphene with your own eyes then, so it wasn't someone else.
Alphino says, we've heard about the Queen of Reason's proclamation. The rumors spread through the district like wildfire.
Kryl says, cutscene. We only caught the proclamation from a distance, but I can tell you that the message about neo-regulators was received with utmost clarity.
Okay.
It couldn't have been Sphene. She should have been destroyed when the Meso terminal shut down.
Without a single Alexandrian to bear witness, presented with an identical figure claiming to be their beloved queen, there's no surprise they would make to choose to believe that she is alive. What is troubling, however, is their denial that the funeral was held in her honor, just as if their memories have been erased. Given that the members of Oblivion remain unaffected, that was likely the work of the regulators, but by whose design?
Someone smart enough to play at being the Queen of Reason. In that, guys, even if some suspect deception, most of Alexandria will be on her side. We need to find out who she really is. While I agree wholeheartedly, we should avoid drawing more attention than we already have. We must be patient until Oblivion's network turns up a lead, or until our self-proclaimed queen makes her next move. Jesus.
But wait.
Not done yet, right?
Meanwhile, in living memory.
Oh God. Maybe we find out.
Who are those two
Y'shtola and Shale.
Am I?
Oh my god, listen to the voice.
Is that Golulja?
No, it sounds like Guljar's mum.
Could be.
Mother, maybe?
My people. Are they safe?
Sphene?
Maybe. My people, are they safe? I still see some that...
Sphene?
Why am I...
I think someone's possessing her.
In fear of death, the people turn to Queen Reborn, their fates to learn.
Holy shit.
What a phenomenal patch that
Right.
was. That was so well written, so well done. Excellent duty. Outstanding duty. Very interesting dungeon. Very good use of music. And very intriguing story, especially the climactic end to it. Holy moly, am I happy with that.
I think that they are doing a fantastic job, and for the first time after a while, and I'm gonna be honest, after most of Dawntrail, I am now ready to say this is my FF14, you know, with the creepy plot twist that you really want to uncover, and the satisfaction of some of your questions being answered because the game knows which questions to answer. So I'd say that the build up to this point was pretty strong, but in a way, I'm glad that there's more to it than just, oh, Sphene was there, now it's her funeral, she's dead, bye-bye. There's something, you know? They didn't just like diverge from the topic of the MSQ, but we're continuing the story, and how cool is that? So good.
Yeah, I have to say, like, Dawntrail's like finale, if you like, the last like zone and so, wasn't overly gripping, but the patches made up for that, in my opinion. Like, if this was the end of Dawntrail, this would have been quite a hype way to end it. I mean, obviously you end with a dungeon and a trial and such, but this patch has really sort of like picked up the game a little bit, and I'm always a fan of saying that these patches are always like very personally, and maybe I sound awful here, but in my opinion, most patches are just drips and drabs of just mediocre, you know, a few dungeons, maybe a nice trial. I mean, obviously 5.3 was in a very memorable patch and such, and certain few are, but I think this patch almost like topped up Dawntrail's story for me. If they keep continuing to go in this direction of patches with giving us this very gripping and entertaining content, I've got quite good expectations of Dawntrail, and I think these patches might just redeem the main MSQ of Dawntrail, because I think Dawntrail's MSQ was meant to be slow because they're introducing to these zones. When it got to 95 onwards to like 98 of the MSQ, I went, this is my FF14. That's where I had that moment. But this patch just topped that up for me. I was like, oh, holy moly, brilliant. We visited a few of the zones. They were not boring quests. They were intriguing. Very good cutscenes. Very good duty with cutscenes in them. As you said during the cutscene or the duty, very good storytelling during the duty. Was so gripping, excellent music. I was gripped. I was like, what is going on? This is so cool. Nice mechanics, very refreshing.
I think it was great, and I do love that we are in a way learning things about everyone. So we learned a lot about Kryl during the MSQ, but for everyone else, I feel like we're getting to the point where we're learning things that it kind of didn't occur to our character to, to ask or wonder, like, I just really like, obviously we asked questions about Tuliyollal mother because we were really curious about it, and I like how the stories are a little bit messed up, like not Tuliyollal mother trying to baby trap Tural, and then bringing the baby to him and being like, okay, so now we have a baby. It's like, no, this is not something I wanted, and then he just doesn't ever accept it. Like it's a messed up story, put in a very fictional kind of setting, but something that I think a lot of people can relate to, and I think it's just crazy how they were bold enough to put stories like that into a game. Not a lot of games do that successfully, and I feel like FF14 is just very good at that.
I'm personally quite invested in Spheen's character. I'm glad to see her still being a character because I feel like there's something else there. Even if it's not actually her and it's someone else, I'm glad that they're still using her character because she was a really good character, good design of a character, and we feel like we haven't got that closure yet. And I imagine her story, my prediction here is that will end in 5.3 personally. That's what I think. I do wonder what the 24-man raid series is like. I'm really excited for it. I've been going on about this for weeks and if not months, and I'm very excited to see where are we going to be raiding in this neon fantasy-esque expansion themed world with Tuliyollal and his big long names. I'm excited to see what that's going to be as well. So
me too. And what I'm mostly excited for is to see a little bit of that Final Fantasy XI raid. And I guess spoilers, as I've never mentioned this on my channel or yours or anywhere else, but I would love to dive into Final Fantasy XI a little bit after the raid. So maybe you, as someone who's played Final Fantasy XI for so many years, maybe you can show me the ropes a little bit and kind of get me into the game and show me the basics, and we'll see if I like it. I would love to explore a little bit of it, and I think it would give you the chance to fanboy over the game a little bit more once again with someone who's never ever played it.
Just like we have a current series going on with World of Warcraft, where you get to do a similar thing, but with me, but I get to do the reverse on you. That would be really cool, yeah.
I think so. I'd be very, very excited for that. If you are new to the channels, make sure to subscribe. Do leave the notification bell on, like on the video, and most importantly, leave a comment. Would you like us to dive into a little bit of Final Fantasy XI together as well once we finish the Alliance raids? I would love to hear your thoughts, and if you don't have an opinion on that, that's totally fine. Give us an opinion on your 7.0, 7.1 overall. How do you feel about this story and about this quest line? Were you surprised to see Spheen just back out of nowhere? How did you like the resolution, or at least seemingly the resolution of Tuliyollal mom and everything else that we pretty much got to see in this patch? I'd love to hear your thoughts on the patch, and I'm sure Neon and Neon's community and Neon's side would as well. Thank you so much for watching. I think that we're going to take a short break and probably get right into that Alliance raid. But absolutely, as per you will probably see it in a few days here on the channels as well. So for now, that'll be all.
Thanks for hanging out for Dawntrail with us. We'll be back with 7.2 if you don't watch our 24-man raid content and the normal raid content. But thanks for watching and hanging out with us. And as always, from us,
happy gaming.
Happy gaming.
Bye.